Hello, Neopians. It is time for day 3 of Festival of Fears with our bestie Reginald. We're gonna see if I can find the goodie bag. Okay. Those who sew together stay together even through the darkest of times. This has to be a clothing store. Right? Like sewing, clothes. And then I'm only going to the Haunted Woods first because, like, through the darkest of times feels very, I don't know, just it feels like the right thing to do. Are there clothing stores? Terrifying. Okay, we're gonna go back. Are there clothing stores in the Haunted Woods? Those who sew together. Those who sew together stay together. Okay. There, like, has to be. I don't think there's anything in the fairground, is it? What else is, like, dark in Neopets? It's like clothing related. Weapons, food, coconut sky. It has to be a clothing store. I just don't know which clothing store. I don't know any of the stores. Where have we already been? We've already been to Terra Mountain. And then, is today day 2 or day 3? Where did we go yesterday? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. This is off to a horrible. We were in Neopia Central, right? Okay, so I'm gonna just take those two out of the equation. And it wasn't in the Haunted Woods, so we're gonna just go land by land. We're gonna start at the bottom of this page. So we're gonna start with the Virtue Pet Station. Is it Space Armor? No. I don't think it's Grindo's Warehouse. It's not up here. Let's go to the recreation deck. Is it here? No. So then I don't think that it's on Virtue Pets, but it has to be a store. I don't think it's gonna be Crulador, but let's click on it. Yeah, I don't think it's Crulador. If we go back to Neopia, do I spend my days clicking through the pages trying to figure out where everything is? Weapons, furniture, village, and then there's that. Do they have clothing stores in Tyrania? I feel like they do. Maybe not. I do not know Neopets enough to find these items. How are y'all's doing? I'm gonna just click around and when we find it. How are you all doing? I feel like it's been a second since I've asked because I've been doing like this little Festival of Frights thing. I've been absolutely chilling per usual. Just relaxing. I feel like I did a lot of stuff today for one of my other hobbies. Just like a lot of organizing and updating and doing it, doing everything. So I feel like I did stuff for like 6 hours today. Not that like I can show y'all's any of it, but I feel like I was productive, So that's good. The feeling of productivity. Even if it was just for like keeping myself normal and like up to date on things. Is it Fairyland? I'm telling y'all, we're gonna just keep clicking. I have to find one of these at some point. Like, I can't be a Neopets. Did not mean to click on Jadora. I want nothing to do with Jadora. She scares me. I can't be like a Neopets YouTuber and not know my way around Neopets, which is why Like it's something. Or we just find it through Jelly Neo. We have to. Because I don't have all the time in the world. So then that was bag 2. And so then bag 3 is this little... Okay. Literally, I've never heard of Prig Pants and Swalthy. So... I don't know who these two people are. But it was a clothing store at Neovia. Don't think I would have made it here. Yeah, would not have made it over to Neovia at any point, so. That's great. That's fine. Love being bad at Neopets. So then if we come over here, and then we read the story. Is this going to be a long one? Yeah, it is. Okay. A note from Reginald. This book belongs to my sister. I got her permission to share it with others after she took out certain parts she didn't want others to see, but please treat it with care. Proof that she said I could share. If you really think anyone would care to read it, it's fine, but I couldn't care less about sharing my sappy old thoughts when I'm taking out the important ingredients to my potions and spells. No one gets my work for free. Potion to bring back my family, attempt number 1. Eye of Mortog, blank. Spock, grub, blank, failed. I'm not sure why Ilir left me here. I want to be grateful, but I can't help but fear for my family. I went back to Neovia and everyone was like ghosts. If Ilir won't help me, then I will. I tried making this potion to save them, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm no powerful witch like her, and I just want my family back. Potion 2, blank, woo-woo grub, red scorchy pepper, blank, failed. The magic chest she left in the shack provided me with almost any item I can think of. Food, water, pillow, blankets. It even gives me a book. I need to further my magic and potion making, but if I try to ask her for any ingredients for those potions, nothing happens. The forest is so big, and each time I go out to try to forge ingredients around the shack, I hear and see such scary things. I miss Mom and Papa, and I wish my brothers were here to help me be brave. Potion attempt number 3, twirly fruit, blank, woo-woo grub, soaked ba wool, failed. It takes a while for me to perfect these potions. I've only made 3 real attempts so far, and in the time it took to collect the ingredients alone, months have gone by, not to mention the townspeople's ghosts only appear on Halloween. Why do they all have to take that snake oil potion? Why couldn't my family just be happy with what we had? I've tried learning magic as well, but it's harder, and it's been so lonely that at times all I can do is cry. However, sometimes I see this green meow claps when I'm out and about. It hasn't gotten close to me yet, but at least it sort of feels like I have a friend again. Potion 5, Octorna, blank, Moonwater, blank, Slorg slime, failed. I've been gathering quite the collection of items. Reggie would be proud. See, because I called him Reggie the first day, now his sister's calling him Reggie, so it's just those people that are close to him, his friends and his family, that get to call him Reggie. Cool. Anyways, this old shack is starting to look like quite the certified witch house, even if I don't feel like one yet. I may have a sort of familiar now, though. The green meow claps, who I've been calling I, finally let me pet her the other day, and she even comes in and out of the shack from time to time. I barely have a need for a magical chest nowadays, which is good. His eyes taken a liking to it. She often sleeps there, and if I attempt to move her, she swats me away. She seems very interested in my potion making and watches me intently as I try out new concoctions. I still deeply miss my family, but I helps me feel less alone. Number 5, woo-woo grub, blank, bark root drew, pure green sharp grass, failed, kinda. While this didn't succeed in the way I wanted, it did make a potion that helped me run faster. Made this discovery because I accidentally pushed me in some of my blank. I was upset at first, but then she drank some and started doing such fast zoomies around the room that I couldn't stop laughing. This was probably the first time I've laughed in a while, and it was remarkable to have made something that actually worked for once. Invisibility potion, evaporated snorkel juice, Cadoti essence, blank, sand, blank, success. I came up with this concoction all on my own. With this, I'll be able to get around the haunted woods more easily to collect more ingredients. While the werewolves didn't actually seem to inhibit my area of the woods, I do fear I will need to start entering their territory and beyond to get better ingredients. I've been too scared until now. Plus, when I've wandered too far from the shack, I meows and claws at my dress until I get back, but I want to expand my collection for potions and start growing my magic as well. As I do that, I'm going to have to go even further in my excursions if I want to become a powerful witch. Note from Reginald, many pages after this were mostly notes on making potions and spells, so Sophie took those out. These were a few sections he said I could keep. So the strength spell was a success. This was the first spell I cast on someone while on my journey for ingredients and spells. I've come across a few Neopets here and there. At first I was happy to talk with others, but I suppose I've forgotten how to properly hold a conversation after so long alone. It's exhausting. As soon as most find out about my abilities, they want something, and those who don't eventually inquire sooner or later. It's always something for themselves, a way to quickly fix an inconvenience of theirs. I think Eilear hit it right by living in the woods. All I need is I and my ingredients. Bowel bloater brew, which is wart root blank, bloatin shroom extract, Uten gruel blank success. Word about me is spread. Not so much me, I suppose, but my presence, the swamp witch they call me. What fools. I've hidden more visitors to my shack than I'd wished for, all wanting something solved for them, all wanting an easy answer. I'll admit, I help most if they at least ask nicely, but for those who don't, this is the potion I give them instead. Identify the dead. Bagus juice, Cadoti essence, liquid meat pit, blank, etc. Success. This one called for almost all the ingredients I've had on hand, and this is by far the most complicated potions I've made yet. It's one of my first potions to call for so much direct magic to be put into it, so I figured it would be a good test to gauge how far I've come. Ever since I left, the Braintree and Usafagor are pretty much the only residents I converse with. Those potions seemed like a logical way to shorten those transactions. Enhanced Fang Necklace, Where Loop Fangs, blank, magic success. How infuriating. This is the first time I've made an enchanted object for another, so to confirm my queries for best outcomes, I went to the Braintree to see if my plans would be favorable, and he all but outright insulted me. Needless to say, I will not be visiting again, or that infuriating Usafagor either. Always eating my ingredients. I'm plenty strong at this point. What need do I have for even leaving the shack at this point? I can have those who request stuff from me bring me any ingredient I need. This necklace better have been worth all the effort. The fool who commissioned it from me will most likely get himself interred anyways. However, there is no change in the greedy. Summoning potion with a blank, leafy slore blossom, grass berries, blank, bronze sansom. Success. I don't know why I expect Eilear to be help this time, and I don't understand why I'm so sentimental all of a sudden. Maybe it's this blasted potion. I found it within my books. A potion to summon powerful spirits. However, it only works if someone's strong. It only works if someone strong enough is willing to drink it and let the spirits possess their body. With Eilear's warning of his strength, I wish we could have found another way, but my brother Bruno was so brave. I'm still not quite over the fact that he's been alive this whole time. He somehow managed to grow so much since it's all started, despite that snake oil's curse. So caring of others now. Potion to cure my family, bumroot, blank, bagus pulp, blank, nova essence, etc. Success after adding flower gilly found. We didn't. I couldn't change Bruno back, but the rest of the town is safe. Despite Eilear's hope in my future, I have succeeded. For all her worry about the spirit of slumber, he was not a hard foe. I have accomplished what I set out to do many years ago. I can see that my family wants me to stay, but while I cannot hold it against them, I can't find it in me to forgive their greed or stay. I'm a powerful witch now, and I should be left alone. Cool. Cool. Answer the trivia. What was an ingredient in the bowel blaster brew? So we're going to go read that again. Wart root, mutant gruel, bloom, whatever. Wart root, was it? Cool, now I got the Twisted Tales of the Mutant Rookie. That was kind of fun, like a little witch trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get her family back. We get a little lore about Reginald. I'm a fake Neopets person, so I don't know Reginald's lore, but we also spent like the first couple minutes of this video of me looking around trying to find these places where these mystery bags could be. And I was very bad at it, so we're gonna play with Tiny, because why not? And then what do we get? We get a Halloween paintbrush, ooh, Fiora spider cake, empty Ailear Trick or Treat basket. So that is the witch, and then this is the Ailear and the young Sophie, and then the Ailear in the mist background item. I'm very, very, very happy about the Halloween paintbrush. Not that I have anyone to paint, but because I like to hoard paintbrushes in my safety deposit box. So there we go. Trivia prizes. I'm really okay with books, so as long as I keep getting books for the next few days, I'm okay with that. And different things that could be inside the item. So I got the paintbrush. And that's the most valuable item, Neopoints wise, so all cool, all great. Not a bad day for Festival of Fears. So now I'm going to do a little zapping and then I'm going to let you all go. I don't really have any Neopet updates. My pets are fine. A couple of y'all might have seen in my inventory, I have a little toy thing. I was playing with Tiny for like 30 real life minutes today, back to back, trying to get this little avatar so I can be done with Tiny. Just because, you know, I want to be done with Tiny. I want to get this avatar. I've clicked so many times. Please give me the avatar, you know. I just can't do it anymore. But everything's good. Everything's great. I've been reading to Book Freak. I feel like I've been getting a lot of books this event, which like makes sense because Bestie Reggie has like a library, so that's good for Book Freak, my little book reader person. I did Battle Dome earlier. We're still doing that with a Pedialyte. Beef Chomp is gonna have to change at some point. Tony Hawk is perfect. Tiny needs to give me the avatar. Producery is perfect. Billy's perfect. Nyx I will also get rid of once it's like January, February, and my 100 days passed, and I got the avatar for having like a pet attached. Moldavite's good, Love Beyonce's good, Cupcake's good. Everyone's good. Everything's good over here on Neopets. I hope you guys are having fun during this little festival. I love coming in every day. I love reading. I usually don't read things out loud, but like as I've gone through this year posting about Neopets, I realize I don't really know anything about Neopets, so I feel like if I read these, it'll help me with like the lore of Neopets, because like that's one rabbit hole you can like go down, is just all the characters and all the NPCs, you know. So you can either go to the Book of Ages, that's like a good start, and then you just Reginald, I don't think that's how you spell it. There it is, Reginald. An intelligent young youth, son of Edmund and Alice, and brother to Bruno and Sophie. He was intelligent even before he drank the elixir that caused the citizens of Neovia to change terribly. After the citizens went after Reginald's family, Reginald took his sister Sophie, the only one not affected by the curse, to the haunted woods, right into the Cavalier, the Earth Fairy. While under the effects of hissy oil, Reginald looked like that. So, nice little quick things. See how all that was like kind of summarized in the story, but it's also here. This is something you can do. It's something I should probably start doing if I'm going to continue with like this little Neopets posting things, like understand things about Neopets, because I couldn't have told you who Reginald was before. I didn't know where Neovia was, but he's connected to his brother and his sister and his parents, and apparently all of Neovia went under this spell except for Sophie, and I didn't know that. Didn't know that Sophie also hates like the brain tree and the little Sophagore tree, which like same girly. So there we go. I can look at that. I can look at like the Earth Fairy. There's different quotes. So there's the Tale of Woe plot, which I wasn't around for. Reginald's collection of scary stories in the Neopedia. Tale of Woe. There you go. Basic stuff about my bestie Reggie. But those are just like fun little things you can do on Neopets. Go to the Book of Ages, type in a character, learn some of the lore, the lands, events, characters. I don't utilize the Book of Ages a whole lot, but you also get like a character of the day, and you can visit the lands. Like today, the character is like the Heart of Nox, and then you get like the new characters. Where did these characters come from? I have no clue. So it's just It's a lot. Everything feels like a lot in Neopets, and it kind of is, but like we have like this Black Haw who we only figured out about because of the Festival of Fears. So yeah, that's just one additional thing you can do on Neopets if there's not 10,000 things to do on Neopets. And I'm gonna go do some training with Codestones for Lepediolite. And I hope you all are having fun. I'm having fun. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.